today we got somebody, I always say we got somebody special, but this time, y'all, we got somebody huge in the building. You feel me? We got my boy Kid Rucco. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you feeling, bruh?
I mean, I'm tired, but, always constantly putting in that work, you know what I'm saying? But,
Yeah.
It's just, I'm feeling good. Feeling
For sure.
higher than air. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, bro. I love to hear that. Love to hear that, bro. Man, I'm glad you could come in, man, and get this interview in, bro.
Real.
Like,
it's been a long time coming, though, because I've been coming here
for
working
real.
so much. So it's like to come and actually do this, it's like
Yeah.
it's the next step, you know what I'm saying? So,
For sure. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, bro. You been putting in that work, man. You been coming, for the last 3, 4, like a month, like twice, 3 times a
week.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we've been locked in, bro. We've been locked in, bro.
Consistently.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Consistently.
For real, bro. I'm glad we kind of, can sit down and get this interview in because
Yeah.
I know that, your fan base is starting to grow, you know what I'm saying? And I see it growing.
Oh, you've been paying attention?
Yeah, bro.
It's crazy.
I see it growing, so I think that this is, it's well due, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
your fans can get to, see you behind the music.
And shout out to the fans too. Like, thank y'all so much for my supporters. I really don't like using the word fans, but it's like my supporters and my family that mess with my music. Like, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to the supporters.
I love.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we got some questions lined up for you, man. So we're just gonna jump it off with so Kid Rucco, where'd you get your name from? Like,
everyone's always been asking, like, what does Kid Rucco mean to you? And it's just like Rucco is named like, derivative from like Rico. You know what I'm saying? So like I want to be called Rico because everyone called Rico, right?
Yeah.
But it's an abbreviation for actually like my real name, like my real nickname is stuff like Rudolph. So it's like I wanted to actually make a name that actually made sense. And kid's kind of like, little kid, the boss or whatever. So like Del Rucco or whatever and stuff. But it's like kid is like because I guess I look so young. People always never get my age right. They always think I'm so young or I'm like in my 20s. Not. So it's like, but Rucco it actually stands for Real Underground Cold Commanding Official. So it's the meaning of that behind it. Like, what does that mean? It's just like that's just keeping it real, always official, always stay on top of it. So there's a lot of fake out there. So,
bro, that's a deep way to get your name, bro. Like,
that's me.
That boy say, hey, he gonna put it together. Like,
that's me.
That's crazy, bro. That's what's up, bro. Like, some people they just. Yeah, the dude down the street, he used to call me this, so that's what like, you actually have, like, a meaning behind it.
Got to put that kind of work into it to find out the real you, because that's what we're all trying to do, you know what I'm saying? It's just find out who we are in this life, and it's just like, if I make something that actually stands out and is different, unique, then I think I'm doing something better than everyone else, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. I think that's what we need, and especially in music, bro. It's just kind of, everything is just kind of oversaturated and, like, just fake, bro.
You lying. You are not lying.
Like,
oh, my God.
Just super artificial. But, we appreciate you for, really putting your time and, management into actually wanting to be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really going to stand out, bro. But
all love.
So next question I got for you is, where you from?
I'm actually originally from Tyler, Texas.
Okay.
So I was born in Tyler, Texas. Believe it or not, I was born in an abandoned church on Peach Avenue.
Wow.
So it's actually near the, if I remember correctly, because I remember driving back for it like a year ago, and my mom wanted to come and show it to me. And I remember we drove by there, and I was just kind of like, it's a house, but I was like, what is it? And she showed me the video and everything, and it was because she was living with a pastor. So a little bit of a backstory on me a bit is, my mom is Caucasian. I'm mixed.
Right.
And she comes from, like, the old school way. Her parents aren't, like, they didn't approve of that. So, as so when I was born, she was disowned from her family. Damn. So it's like she moved us out to California, and we started our roots there. And my mama hustled. You know what I'm saying? My mama hustled hard, to take care of her kids, and she was all alone. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mom, man. I love your mama.
To her.
She's like, and that's why, like, I say, like, if I ever win an award or anything like that for this and stuff like that, because this is really what I want to do, and she's invested in me so much. I mean, this woman pulled out her entire retirement to give me a chance in music. You got to understand. Yeah, she's invested a lot of her time into me and stuff, and she's worked her butt off to give me this dream and stuff like that. But it was only because, like, she did do her fact checking, like, you got a chance. You really have a chance at this. So it's like, my first award is definitely getting dedicated to Mama, for real.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But yeah, it came out, Tyler, Texas, I was 6 months old. She moved us out to California. Okay. And I lived out there until I was, like, I think 12 or 13 years old.
Yeah.
And we lived in Eastside LA, and then we moved back out to Texas, and I never really like understood like racism until I came to Texas.
Came back to Texas.
Oh
right?
God, we moved to this little rinky-dink town, man, Ore City, Texas.
That boy sound racist.
Listen, if you want to know, like their mascot, the school mascot is literally Johnny Rebel carrying the Confederate flag.
Bro,
literally.
No.
Not
bro.
even lying. I'm not
Their
playing.
mascot is
He's a Confederate soldier named Johnny Red.
Bro.
Dead ass serious.
Oh,
Bro, I'd like the first week is like it's that classic you see in that video. Like I'm the outsider. First day of school, got into a fight, everything like because I never been called that word before like that.
Yeah,
like my homeboys, come from California, and I remember being told when you get out there, it is not gonna be like this, my dog. I'm like, what you mean? Like, bro, it's a Texas, you gotta be careful. And I'm like, what? Like, it's just crazy,
bro.
Getting out there, I mean, I started getting into football, started getting into stuff, and I got into sports because I couldn't do that. Mom couldn't afford that out in California.
Yeah.
So she really gave us back an opportunity coming back out here, and she just tried to, give us the best opportunity because it was just me, my brother, and my sister.
Yeah.
My brother ended up leaving. He went into the military.
Okay.
And then my sister ended up going into nursing school and stuff like that, and that's what she do now. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to the siblings, bro.
Yeah, shout out to bro and sister.
Yeah, that kind of leading to my next question, bro.
Yeah.
So you have a brother and a sister. Is your older brother?
Yeah, I'm the baby of the family.
You the baby? Okay.
I'm the baby. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Older
you
brother
the baby.
Josh, older brother, older sister.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So brother, he's still in the military, or?
No, he retired a long time ago.
Oh, so he retired. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So are you the only sibling in the family that does music?
Technically, no. My brother did dibble-dabble into music a long time ago, but he was more of an actor, and he wanted to pursue this. That's why he moved out to California and stayed out there.
Oh.
So he stayed out there in Hermosa Beach and stuff, and he started, he was on, like, the show Jericho. He was on a whole bunch of projects. He started doing stunt work. We saw him perform live at a theater one time, and he got to work with, I want to say it was John Lithgow. He was in Third Rock from the Sun and stuff like that. Also Footloose is the dad, the original Footloose.
Yeah.
He got to work with him pretty closely, and then it just kind of started from there. But me, I always was in music. I always was in music. I did a little acting, did a lot of this and that, but music was like, that was my passion. I love singing. I love doing all that.
Yeah, okay. So how old were you when you realized you really liked music, like, to do it?
I think I was like, had to be like 6 or 7 years old.
6 or 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I remember Pac died in, what year was that?
I think 96.
It was 96, 97.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Like, I was born in 93.
Oh,
so,
damn.
Yeah, so when I remember all of that going down.
Damn.
And it was just kind of like my brother, we all lived in LA, so it was just like,
it was
big deal.
Way big.
Big deal. And I remember I had his poster. You know what I'm saying? I had a poster in my room, the original Tupac with him like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had that original poster up there.
Damn.
It was crazy. So,
Dang,
that's where, like, but into rap and hip-hop, that's where I started to just dive into there because everyone wanted to be, everyone wants to be a gangster rapper, you know what I'm saying? But, like, not understanding the meaning behind of all, like, why we do this. Why is it so important to our culture?
Right.
And it's just, like, that's where I took that dive deep into, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So was it like most people, like for me, I think it was like a certain like genre or a certain song that made me just love it so much to be like, man, I just love this.
Believe it or
stuff.
not,
Like,
Dear Mama.
Dear Mama.
Dear Mama.
Hey, that's the one. Hey, shout
one
out
song.
Mom again.
For real,
bro.
shout out to Mom. But no, it's like because at a young age, I grew up at a young age. I understood that she was doing all this for us, and it wasn't like she was trying to, because my mom was gangster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
she a real one, for real. Shout out, Mama. She a real one. She bust her ass and stuff like that. And I remember my Aunt Linda, she would, we all was in and out of the hood and stuff like that. So it didn't matter, but it's just like the way we grew up, music to me was like my only escape. I mean, I remember like even in middle school, I had the CD player, you know what I'm saying? I had a Walkman even at first.
Yeah.
I had a CD player going to school, and I would just blare, like it would be rap, hip-hop, reggae. Bob Marley, I mean Lauryn Hill, you know what I'm saying? Like Cisco, back original Cisco, you know what I'm saying? Like,
hey, I don't care if you were a teenager somewhere back in those days, you was listening to Cisco, like
for real.
You know what I'm saying? I don't care what nobody say. Like it be
like,
some people walking around here, man, y'all some R&B. No, bruh. Everybody was listening to Cisco.
Everyone was,
and I knew a few people that dyed their hair just like Cisco back in the day, and that was unusual, you know.
Guilty.
But
guilty.
They were rock stars. Like if you were able to do that, your parent was just like, you know what, go ahead.
Yeah.
You were a rock star, okay?
And I got introduced into Cisco from Drew Hill.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
So it was just like, it was all these different comparisons of music that I was just like, I was falling in love with. Like, my favorite soundtrack, weird enough, was the soundtrack from, I can't remember his name, but you ever watched like the Goofy movie?
Yeah.
Powerline?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. It's Kevin something.
What was his name?
Kevin
bro,
something. But I remember listening to that song, and I thought at first, before I even learned that, I thought it was Michael Jackson. Because that's what I thought it was.
Just, yeah.
And it was just kind of like, oh, I see where they're going for there and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But it's just like learning all that and diving deep into music. Like, my favorite type of music is soundtracks. OSTs, you know, I like listening to that kind of stuff.
A Goofy
the
movie
melody.
soundtrack, bro. Like
that is our blackest movie we have in Disney, all right? That's ours. Like, if you don't know that.
Goofy movie soundtrack was hit for hit. Like,
For
I
real.
still go back and listen
real.
to a Goofy movie soundtrack, bro.
Same.
Like, they had so many hits on there, bro. Like, it's crazy.
And it was good, though. It was good. Especially being like a 4-year-old kid. Like, I loved this. This is why I loved it.
This song jammed so hard. Like, I want to listen to it over and over again, bro. Like,
I think it's the attachment I had because, like, not having a dad, you know,
Yeah.
at the time and stuff like that. I didn't really meet my dad until I was like 18. I didn't really get to know him. I know I was like bouncing in and out of like seeing him here and there because he was in the Navy as well.
oh, okay.
So it's like when we moved out to California, he actually moved and stationed himself in San Diego. So and I barely got like any kind of a relationship with him, and it was rocky because it was just like, you know, me and my dad and my mom were never married.
Yeah.
So it's just like I shared both their last names. So it's just like when that all happened, I think I was really young. I barely remember any of that, but I just remember growing up older, and I joined the Army.
Yeah.
And then it was like I was just tired of just, it was rather stay on the street and suffer or join the Army and try and make myself better.
Man.
And I was drinking my life to the bottom of a bottle. So it was just like I got sober, I got myself acting right, and then I ended up joining the Army. And then after that, I wanted to meet him. So I wanted to kind of like, it was kind of off because it was like I wanted to meet him just to like say like I bettered you, even though you weren't there. You know what I'm saying? It was like this, like I did better than you could. Like, look, watch me.
Right.
Like, you didn't want to be a part of my life, but I'm going to make you wish you regret that.
Yeah.
But it was just like, it was like a respect. He gave me that respect that, he was just like, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
It's just like, just keep going the way you're going and make things right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was deep. It was deep after that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, bro. So you in the Army, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how was that I don't want to just dive deep into it, but
There's a lot there.
like
it's a lot to process.
I mean,
there.
so I want to. The question I want to ask is, are you happy you went? Do you feel like you're a better person because of it? For one, and then two, how did it end? Did you retire? Like
man, that's a deep question for you. I guess the easiest way I can tell you is, my outlook or my expectation of it when I joined was I thought it was going to be like, I'm going to be part of a whole new family and a whole new camaraderie and stuff like that. And I was going to be accepted because I was always the outsider. I never stayed more in one place more than 2 years.
Yeah.
So it was just like always constantly moving. Mom always moving us. It was just like, this is my time to like plant down roots. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was not that at all. It was not that at all. Like, it was the best comparison I could tell you is like frats at a college. There's cliques. There's people you're going to get along with, people you're not. You're going to be outsiders. It's the same thing. Same thing like in high school, and it's just like, it's annoying. Yeah. But when everything comes down to it, though, when, them bullets are flying, of course, you got my back, got your back, but at the end of the day, we ain't cool and stuff like that. But it's just like, I get it. We all share that opinion, and we all agree on that at the end of the day. Do I think it made me a better person? I think it gave me a boost to become the better person I was meant to be. So,
right.
I mean, that is the truth that's there, but everyone's going to have a different experience just as it's different for everyone that's in. Yeah. So my MOS being an infantryman and going airborne and then going ranger, it was different because what I wanted to do with that career, there's only also limited jobs whenever I come out. So,
Right.
you know what I mean? It's not like being an engineer.
Right.
So it's just like the things you see in there, you start juggling with that, your brain starts to go crazy, and it's just like, Like, if people ask me all that time, like, what did you do in there? I did my job. That's it. Happy to get in, happy to get out. Bro. Literally.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. As a civilian, I never went to the military. Like, I'm sitting here looking at you and imagining you jumping out of an airplane, bro, like with a parachute.
Yeah.
Like, that takes some bravery, bruh.
Static line jumps. I have 17 recorded static line jumps. Static line jumps from C-17s to C-130s and Chinooks. I have a night operation. I think I have four static line jumps from night operations on a Chinook, and then we had 3 halo jumps recorded, which is very high up, oxygen tank, all that stuff like that. So,
Bro,
yeah,
3 halo jumps with oxygen tanks so high you needed an oxygen tank, bro.
Yeah, you got a meter that reads here on your wrist and stuff. You got to jump out, stay in position. Sometimes we have fun with it though. You can jump crazy out of the plane. So,
bro, you sitting here, bro. I can't even imagine, bro, jumping out of an airplane. But you said you had to put on the oxygen tank, bro, and jump that far up, bro. That is crazy. Like, I thought it was something when you said that you have 4 night jumps.
Oh, in nighttime operations when you have to have NVGs on and shit. Yeah.
What's NVGs? What's that?
Night vision goggles.
Oh,
sorry. I'm using like military terms. My bad. My bad. Like, yeah. So.
Dang, bro, that's crazy. Yeah. You really up here, bro, jumping out of planes, bro.
11 Bravo. I remember it like yesterday. 11 Bravo to 18 X-ray, and then I went OP, which is paratrooper, and I was in Fort Benning and Charlie Rock. I graduated in 2012, and it was April 2012, and then that following week I went to RASP and pre-selection with Ranger School. Graduated the next 2-3 months later. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's crazy. Nah,
it's crazy.
You got stripes for real.
I mean, I had a low rank. I wasn't nobody. I always had a low rank. I wasn't getting in trouble or nothing, but it wasn't like I wasn't trying to rank up. I was just trying to, I was trying to bring something from that experience.
Yeah.
So whenever I did the full 8 years, I would have re-upped, but it was just kind of that time where it was just like, you know what? I need to take care of my future. I need to go find a career I can really sit in other than I'm going to do 20 years in the Army as this and hope that I make it through the full 20, especially in this MOS. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. Yeah.
So it was just like get out, honorably discharged and stuff, and then started tattooing. Started doing crazy stuff like that. Like, and that's probably why I'm tatted the hell up. Like, everything you see on me is me.
All right. So you were in the Army. You jumped out of airplanes so high that you have to wear an oxygen mask. Then you got out. Well, let's not just skip the part that you said you had to do night vision goggles. NVGs is something I just learned just now. You also, I heard you say that bullets were flying. So
live fire training?
Yeah. So I'm not gonna ask too much about that because you just told me that you were there and you did your job.
My job.
So I'm not gonna ask too much about the bullets flying. But right after you got out of there, you started doing tattoos, bruh?
I mean, I jumped from job to job. I did a couple different things, too. Like, I mean, it's embarrassing to me, but I think it's, like, weird. But I knew how to sew because I repaired parachutes and stuff like that. Because you repair your own parachutes and stuff in the military.
I mean, a skill is a skill, bro.
Yeah, like, so I ended up diving into, like, doing my own, like, sewing. I started, like, sewing costumes and stuff and sewing clothing for clothing design.
Yeah.
Started doing that. And then I created a whole, like, 2 different businesses from it and stuff like that. Did the LLCs, did all that and stuff like that. And ended up getting into other stuff. And then, like, in the Army, I took a defense class. So I was able to do hand-to-hand combat, of course, but then there's other classes you can take. And, of course, I got curious about fencing and sword fighting. So I ended up getting into that.
All right. So, hold on.
A lot to digest. Yeah.
So not only are you jumping out of airplane so high that you got to wear an oxygen mask and experiencing things like bullets flying by you.
Yeah.
Right? But you are also skilled in fencing.
Yeah.
All right,
that
bro.
ass.
All right, bro.
Do I have to show you? I'll show you.
All right, bro. So you
it's cap. Stop the cap. There's too much to process here. Stop the cap.
So you like real life.
Like real life. Sword fighting with real swords.
So if you, all right.
Sharp edge, dull edge, épée, foil, saber, all of that. Long sword, short staff, long staff, pike, all that. Knife, dagger, mangosh. Yeah.
So zombie apocalypse come, you pretty much good. You don't.
I'm grabbing
no
a blade.
Bullets.
Bullets are gonna run out. I'm grabbing a blade.
You don't need no bullets.
I don't need no bullets. I need a blade.
Bro, gonna pull out the whatever kind of sharp.
You think I'm playing? I'm about to show you. For real.
Gonna pull out whatever sharp blade is near and get busy.
There you go. play the sound. That's just like a training exercise. And that's just with wooden swords and stuff like that. So,
bro, really, bro, you really on here going crazy, bro.
Yeah,
really on here going crazy
Yeah.
with the blades, bro.
Really?
Like, bro, like, okay, all right. So, damn,
like why, right?
bro, no, forget the why. Like, the why is cool. Like, you getting like training in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. You have to be the first person that I know that has actually did all of this stuff, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna back up just a little bit. Right before the Army, you said that your mom put you in sports.
Mm-hmm.
When y'all got back to Texas, like what sports did you play? Like, were you good in any sports?
All of them.
Like, what was your best sport?
My best sport?
Yeah,
Football.
What position did you play in football?
Wing back, inside receiver, and running back.
Inside receiver and running back. Cold.
Like, it's just, I mean, after football, though, it's kind of like when you're in high school, you kind of bounce with different positions. I mean, I was a cornerback, safety, and stuff like that, and then being a receiver, running back, whatever. And it was kind of like after finding out what my niche was in my sports category, like I wanted to do it all. I wanted to find out what it was. So, of course, football, basketball, and I ran track, and then we went to state for track. So it was just like I was fast. I might still be. I don't know. Like I run fast still. So.
That's crazy, bro. So yeah, so you played all the sports. You went to the Army, came back from the Army. You know, started to find out what else you could do. You could sew, right, from the Army. You could fence from the Army.
Yeah.
You fenced and you could sew, so that caused you to, brought you. You were able to start 2 new businesses.
I started 2 companies, Roll Garrison and then Fort Kingman's Fantasy. So it was just like it was an indoor venue for Renaissance festivals and stuff like that, and we did promotions for them, and we host shows and stuff, the Joust, all sorts of stuff like that. And I was just kind of managing it, and I got into it at one point, but it was just kind of like that point where I was just too busy to do anything physical with it. It was just like demanding, so I was just like having to move businesses around, talk to clients, talk to businesses, and do all that. I had no time to play, so it was just all work and no play at that point. Yeah. So it was a lot of fun though. I mean, I did that. It was just a hustle. I was trying to experiment with everything I could do to find out what I could do to make a business or make a living and take care of my family and stuff. So it was tough, but it was definitely fun. It was worth it though.
Hey,
so
bro, it sounds fun, bro. It sounds fun to know, like, to do so many different things, you know what I'm saying, and just to hear that you can sword fight, bro, is like crazy to me. Like, I think you
sword
probably
fight.
Yes, bro. Like,
sword fighting.
You are like the first person I know that is actually like cold with swords, bro. Like, you could have played in The Walking Dead, bro. Like,
I mean, doing like stage combat choreography and stuff and teaching people. I did host class because I found out how to make money off of it. So like doing classes and teaching people how to handle weaponry and stuff like that. And it also came to combat skills. So it's just like learning and teaching people how to do that. It was just kind of like, I'm not a doomsday prepper or anything, but it's just, it was fun to do because I could make a living off it. I could make good money off it. So not on that way though. That's pretty wild, like how I did it though.
That is cold, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I appreciate that.
Yeah, bro, that is cold, bro.
That's like one of my darkest secrets.
Bro, heck no. You need to be telling everybody, hey, you ever got smoked? I got the sword. Like, what's up? Like, well, don't even bring the guns, bro. Don't even bring the guns. Just, hey, you bring a sword, I bring one. Let's go.
I don't know. If I ever bring, like, that blade to a gunfight, I'm probably still going to, I'll die happily with the blade. I'll go happily to my grave. I was brave enough to do that. So
yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. That's crazy. I never met anybody that could anything closer. Yeah. Maybe somebody that could probably stab somebody with like a knife. They could probably poke somebody, but not like be trained, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. So man, you pretty much have been all over everywhere, like as far as training and skills like that. But like, do you consider yourself like a goal crusher, or do you just kind of
so far in my life? I mean, I put expectations on myself. Absolutely. Like, but when it comes to goals, every goal that I've set path before me, no matter what, world against me or not, I've completed it.
Yeah.
Ever since, like, clearly, like, as you've seen, like, clearly, it don't matter what it is. Like, I said it, and it's just like, I guess I have to thank, shout out to my mom again.
Shout out, Mom.
She didn't raise me. She didn't raise me no, like, for, whatever, no lummy dummy or nothing. Like, as she told me, she was like, you're part of this family. You're not built cheap. You need to, like, whatever you want, you've got to be, because she taught me that the first lessons that I learned in my life. Yeah. It's like, the only person that's going to stop you from achieving anything is you at the end of the day. It's the one staring back at you in that mirror. So if that person can't stop you, no one can.
Boy.
Like it was after that.
That's some advice right there, my boy.
After that, it was like, after she saw me, like, do this, do that, and she was kind of like, don't you want to stick with something? I was like, until I find out what I'm best at, and then, like, finding out what I'm best at now, and she's like, then that's what we're going to invest into. That's what we're going to stick to. All right, well, it looks like it's music.
Man, yes,
looks
sir.
like it's music. So,
man, shout out Mom, man. She, man,
love you, Mom.
Yeah, she did her big one with you, man. I love it, man. I'm gonna have to meet her one day, bro.
Oh, for sure.
I'm gonna have to meet her for sure. Yeah, for sure. All right, so you got all these goals. Like, do you mentally just have a goal, or do you, like, write them down? Like, what's your process? Now? Yeah, what's your process of, like, okay, I have a goal to accomplish. It's gonna be this. Do you write it?
You'll have to come to my home studio, because you'll see it. Literally, it's a big old whiteboard, and I literally, like, it's like my daily goal set. Yeah. It's like, this is what I have to do every day. Wake up, thank God for another day on earth. Be thankful for my family, be patient, be understanding. This is like as in the Army, we had ethos. We had warrior ethos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just like, this is our oath to ourselves, not just to everyone around us, and it's sharing that same uniform. So to me, it was just like, these are my ethos that I've taken into, like, this is what I have to do. No matter what wrongs I do, I have to make them right. No matter, what decisions I make, I have to understand there's consequences from good decisions and bad decisions. It's just like being a person, I guess, being, like, philosophical and being very deep and understanding this life. It's just like, I don't know what's after this. I'd like to hope and believe there's something after this, but I really don't know. No one does. Right. So it's just like, how I go from this life, it's like, people ask me, like, one goal I've got, make sure you got a good story about me when I die. Mm-hmm. That's my one fear. I don't fear death. I welcome him to my door like he's an old friend, for real. It's just, what are you gonna say about me? What are my kids gonna learn about me at my funeral? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something deeper than anything, because I learned that lesson when they were born. So I definitely called my mom bawling my eyes out. Like, I understand everything now. When she told me, you're gonna understand when you have kids one day. Like, understanding I'm raising this child. I'm raising my boys. I'm raising my kids for a day that I'm not gonna be there for. Man. That's cold, isn't it? Dang. Like, that's cold to really realize that. Like, that's why they're so strict. That's why they've been doing the things they've been doing. That's why they're so, like, they're worried, because there's going to be a day where you're not going to be able to call me up and be like, hey, what should I do? You've got to be prepared. That's what terrifies me, being a dad. Like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Bro. Like, oh, man, I hope. It's like, but that makes you stay on top of how you're raising your kids. That makes you stay on top of how you're addressing them, you're being understanding. That's why I have those goals. Yeah. And that's why I have to achieve them every day. Every day. Yeah, bro. That's cold, bro. Sorry, this is a deep interview, bro.
Nah, for real, bro. I'm over here thinking, like, dang, like, our kids, like, we literally we're not always going to be here. Like, we have to continue to raise them not to be POSs when they grow up. Like, you know what I'm saying? They have to be able to contribute.
Every one of us, rich or poor, happy, angry, miserable, content, it does not matter. It comes for everyone. Innocent, guilty, it does not matter. He comes and knocks on the door the same way to everybody. That day is coming. Yep. And it's just, if I've got all, like, I like to think, like, shout out to Casper, the movie and stuff, but unfinished business, I don't want to be in purgatory, dog. I want to be laid to rest and be peaceful that I did what I could for my legacy and stuff that's going forward. Yeah, for sure. And they're happy. You know what I'm saying? Don't be crying about my death. Celebrate it.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's just like, damn.
Just like that.
I hate having that kind of knowledge and stuff like that. Like, I hate holding
it's good to have it, bro, because you never know how it can drive you, you know, and the people around you, you know.
Oh, for sure.
You could be driven to do something, but not only is it helping you, it's helping the people around you, you know what I'm saying? Your kids, for one, and then not only just your kids, the people that you grinding with, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's good to have that.
I try to give them that kind of knowledge, though. It's like, you got to understand, like, man, like, I've seen it. I've seen the darkest and the coldest and the most cruel and the most beautiful sides of this world. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I've learned from that is, well, if I don't try to do whatever I can necessary to put something beautiful into it, who will?
Man.
That's how I've taken it. So I've taken it, and it's just like that's even more cruel in itself, because it's like I said, like even with the world against you sometimes, or your own vices or your own things that you're battling with, your own demons and stuff like that, trying to overcome those. I don't think some people get the recognition that they deserve because they're going through that. Like some friends, you know, they say that, but it shows. Show me that you care. Show me that you support it. You know what I mean, like that's just how you have to be, and it's nothing, you know, negative on that. It's just that's how it has to be.
Just how it is, you know. It's the energy, and you know that never lies. You can talk to somebody all day, and they can just, you know, butter your roll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to sell me something.
Yeah,
like, you know
exactly,
what I'm saying?
exactly. But you know, show me.
Actions speak louder than words, man.
Exactly.
And you can make mistakes, sure, as long as you understood the consequences that come from it.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm a person that does believe still, even though I've got every reason. I've been burned so many times. I have every reason not to give forgiveness and stuff or trust, but I do understand that in order to achieve trust, you have to give it.
Man,
you can't just go out there and demand it. Sometimes you have to. Don't say you're gonna do this. Just do it.
Yeah.
Come to me afterwards and tell me I've done this. Look, I've done this and stuff to earn your trust. And so that's why that's a lesson kind of tell my kids.
Yeah,
it's like, you know, and they're growing faster than I can even blink my eyes. Like, God,
man, bro, it's crazy how fast they grow.
I'm telling you.
But that is so true, though. Like, you have to, especially, like, if you're doing anything and you just trying to level up, you're going to have to trust people, bro. Like, you have to. And it's kind of like a slippery slope because, like, people are crappy, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Lack of better words. You know, I wanted to say something else, you know.
So true.
But, you know, at the same time, not everybody is.
Yeah,
you know
not everybody. Not everybody.
But people in general, yeah, you know. But at the same time, it's like,
I mean, look at our society, though.
Yeah, bro.
Look at what's going on. And don't neglect that. Don't use it as a crutch or an excuse of why you need to be shitty.
Yeah, exactly.
Just be like, okay, gaining all this knowledge, and judging like, you know, this is what we can take from everything and we can compromise, because if we work together, we're not divided, and if we work together, we're stronger, because divided, we're just going to be shitty people all together.
Exactly.
It's a collective
individually
thing.
Shitty.
Yeah, individually shitty. Everybody's individually shitty. It's like, come on now, get with the program. Do you forget how we work? Look at how we used to do things. Things have changed temporarily. That's why they're temporary.
Man,
chill. Like, just work together, because we've lost that trait.
Yes,
almost.
bro.
Like
it's
we're all selfish and we don't want to do our own things, and it's like, well, then why are you complaining about how shitty things are?
Exactly, bro.
Unless you're one of those individuals out there doing something about it, shut up.
Exactly.
Shut up.
Man,
I don't want to hear it.
You telling, bro. Yeah, it's crazy out there, man. I try my best to be a light within all this darkness out here, bro, because it is. Whew,
it's getting dark.
It's getting dark.
It's getting dark. Well, I mean, honestly, that's what I think makes me bitter in a way. Yeah. It's getting dark because you're letting it get dark. Mm-hmm. You're not putting that. I mean, I think like through my music, I'm putting that work into like I've seen it. I've seen this in other countries. I've seen this, and it's like I cannot allow that to happen here.
Man,
I bring kids into this world, and I want their future to be bright. I want them to have opportunities and stuff. That's why I'm busting my ass to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And speaking of the music, bro, the first time I met you, bro, all right, you came in. All right, you booked the hour, so I'm like, okay, bet, bro. I don't know who this is, but I think I remember you leaving a voicemail saying that you wanted to come by, and then I just saw you booked. And I was just like, okay, yeah, bro, booked. Okay, bet. Yeah, I finally, you know, we can finally get in. Yeah,
Money talks. It had to happen.
I'm like, we can finally get in. Okay, bet. I think before then, like, man, my schedule is so hectic, bro. Like, I get up, and then I'm booked. I get up, you know, do my little walking exercise, whatever, and then I come to the studio. And I go in the studio about 4 hours, and I have to leave, go pick the kids up, come back to the studio, and I have to do practice. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that you finally booked, and I was like, all right. I remember feeling relieved, like, yeah, bro, booked. Like, okay, cool.
It was cold too.
And then I remember you coming in, and the first time I saw you, I was like, bro look like an artist. Like, bro got the tattoos, he got the piercing. Like, bro look like he got his image together. You know, that's usually what
step by step, take by day. You know what I'm saying?
That's usually, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but for me as an engineer, like whenever I first meet somebody and you look like an artist, that makes me feel like, oh yeah, he's serious about his craft. You know what I'm saying? Just because You come to the studio and like you're just overall persona, like already says artist. I'm like, oh, okay, bet, cool.
And you have that expectation, like, what's he gonna sound like on that mic?
What's he gonna sound like? I'm like, all right, bro, look like he got something. I'm thinking like, damn, I hope he got something on the mic. I'm thinking like, damn, I hope he got something. So boom, get in the mic, send me the beat. I pull up the beat hard. I'm like, oh, okay.
Shout out to Akira, bro. Shout out to you, fam. Yes. And Forgotten and Bad Advice. Shout out to you, bro.
Man, shout out to the producers for sure. So I'm playing the beat. I'm like, oh, so I'm already in the vibe. Like, oh, what we gonna do? I'm like, okay. So I pull up the mic. You know, you get in the booth. I set the auto tune. I'm thinking, bro, gonna need some auto tune. This is an auto tune beat. Like I
need it. I don't give a damn. I need it. I'm auto tune artist. I don't care.
Yeah, bro. This is the vibe of the beat. I'm already thinking it's auto tune. So I'm like, all right, bet, bro. The very first few lines you said on the song, bro, I just remember looking like, I don't know if I like made this face, but the face that I thought that I made was like, oh,
like the realization, like
oh damn,
like bro, oh no, we got one in here, like real one. Oh god,
I'm like, oh, he one of them. Okay, he one of these.
Like damn,
and it's just like
I was not confident at all. I was not confident at all.
Bro, it's crazy because for me as an engineer, like the very first few lines of a song,
you can tell.
I can already know what the song is gonna sound like when it's done. So when you hit the first few lines, I was like, bro, this is a hit. Like, this is it. Like this is a hit. And I just remember you kind of being like a little like drawn back a little bit.
Because I
was like, bro don't even know. Like, I'm thinking like he don't even know. Like
that's why it's like everyone telling me like, dog, you need to do this. Like, you need to do this. Like, because I mean, the way I see it is like when I'm outside of a studio and I'm at my house, like in my own studio, and just kind of doing something, and I like, okay, I see it, like, but I don't have the skill set like a real engineer and producer has. So it's like, oh, I hope I do good. But when I come in here and it's like after I see the song, and then after we shot the video that same day, by the way.
Yes, bro.
Like,
it went crazy.
How long did it take us to make that song?
Bro, all right, first of all, remember I told y'all that he booked 1 hour.
Yeah.
So he booked 1 hour. And you dropped the whole song within, I want to say, 15, 20 minutes, bro.
That sounds about right.
15, 20 minutes.
Because I remember we were tripping because we had the whole rest of the hour, and we're like, so you got anything else? Like, no, let's just work on this.
Yeah, I was like, you trying to do another song? I'm already thinking like, damn, I want to mix this so bad, but I don't want to just, you know, if he had another song to put down within an hour, yeah, we could do another song. But then he's like, nah, this is just it. And I just remember thinking like
he's got no
mentally, I put my lab coat on. Like,
Bets. It's like, all right, here we go. Here we go.
Bet. Oh, damn, I had so many ideas, bro, and like I just kind of remember going through just being like, and it's like, the better a song is, like the easier mixing ideas come from.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's like, damn, like I get to do this, I get to do that on this part, I could do this on that part. Like, damn, okay.
It was clean all the way through too. And then when I seen you do your magic, and I'm just kind of like looking at like, and then hearing it, and then hearing how it comes together like that, and I was like, how? Like, how? What did you do? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, bro. That's
now y'all
crazy.
have a hit. Paid Today.
Yeah, Paid Today. Bro came in, went crazy on Paid Today. And we did that whole song in less than an hour. Like, I think
I hear criticism about it though.
Yeah,
and it's just like the bars, and they're like, listen, I'm gonna make the music I like making.
Yeah,
and so
bro.
and I wanted to keep it simple. So
Bro.
I mean, it's just like I don't want to go crazy and just like stay. I mean, I hear a lot of those beats too, and I'm just kind of like, I want something different. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I mean, if it works for me, I'm gonna keep doing that over and over again. Y'all can go do that, but I'm gonna do what I like doing.
I like it, bro. I heard my boy T-Pain say something just so smart and logical.
I bet I know exactly what you're about to say too.
He said, make music that you love. Forget trying to make music that other people love, because
if one person if you like that song, at least 12 other people like that song.
Yes, exactly.
Literally quote for quote. I know that.
Exactly. I think that's what's kind of messed up with the industry now, is people trying to make songs like, you know, for other people. Like,
I don't knock it though.
I don't knock it.
I don't knock it.
But don't get so caught up in just trying to just chase after something that somebody else likes. Like, you have to love to do this for you first.
Right.
If you don't love it, then you're not
Right.
gonna see longevity. You just kind of doing it for other reasons to try to get girls or try to get money or try. I mean, yeah, we all want to make money, but if you're not in love with what you do first, like
if you ain't willing to go broke on this, like you know, like some of us real artists have done over and over again, like waiting. You don't understand. Like when I first came into music, I think I only had like 1,100 monthly listeners on Spotify.
Yeah,
I had like maybe 2 views on YouTube. I had nothing, and I was promoting it. That's what's crazy, like because the music wasn't quality.
Yeah.
But it's like you got to go broke, and I invested. Golly, I think I invested over like 20 bands on my first time hitting it, and then dropped out for a year. Did some coaching, did some skill training and stuff like that, and then came back to on my own side.
Yeah.
I'm doing it on my own. I'm not signed. I do it all on my own. Train myself, learn myself, because I knew that was my talent. And then I came back to it. Now I'm dropping a little bread on it, stuff like that, and I have a good team behind me because I figured out the music is 10% music, 90% business. All those connections are what's going to get you out there. And if you don't have those good connections, you can't expect much. So it's like having those distributions, having those deals, brand deals, promotional deals, having all those lined up, not just on the social media platforms, but everywhere underneath and inside those industries. If you're not promoting it to the right people, by the way, not everybody's going to be able to help you. It's only the people that you know you can help you that are a match for you. And that's my advice.
Hey, my boy just dropped some gems for y'all.
That's gems for you, and that's it. That's all I'm going to give you.
I'm telling you right now, if you made it this far in the interview, that was some gems, all right? Now, you might want to get you a pen, piece of paper, something, write it down.
Go back and write that down.
You're going to have to go ahead and rewind. Yeah, he just dropped some gems for sure.
If you really want to do this, be willing to sacrifice it all. That's the one thing I heard from probably one of the I don't like clout chase or nothing. I want to coattail ride on anybody that's giving me advice that are high up in the industry, but they have. And they've told me the way that I see you, but you need to go all in. Because if you do it half-assed, and I'm not the type of person that wants to do anything half-assed, I want to go 110% at all times. Because if you don't, and if you're not willing to risk it all and invest all of it into it, you're not going to get nothing from it. I'm going to tell you it right now. It takes all of you, not just your finances, not just your time, not just your hard work, but it takes your whole soul to know how to do this and do it right. And I'm not saying like, you ain't got to sell your soul or nothing. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do any of that. That all is rumored and all this stuff. And there are going to be bad people that are going to be involved in the industry that you'll get caught up with. But it's your decision to walk away from those people.
Yeah,
I think that's why I stayed undersigned, because it does have a lot to do with who you surround yourself with.
Yep. If
you're in a room with, like that's how I told my team, there are too many brains in this room not to make $1 million off music. There's too many people in this room not to come up with that game plan, and everybody rowing in sync on this plan to make that money and to make our dreams come true.
Man,
that's just how it is.
That's how it is.
If you're with it, you'll make it. That's just how it is. If you're with it, you'll make it. If you think you're gonna slide by and doing something half-assed, you're hurting the whole team, dog, and you're hurting the industry too, because you're just saturating the BS of it. You're just putting garbage out there instead of just putting stuff that's actually you, because that's how I had to learn it.
Yeah.
Instead of like, oh, I want to be a gangster rapper. Everybody wants to be a gangster rapper. Why not make a song that you actually like doing?
Man,
you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of garbage out there, dog.
Bro.
There's a lot out there.
Hell you telling, bro.
110,000 songs released a day. A day.
110,000.
110 to 180,000 songs released every day.
Damn, bro.
And out of that 110 or 180,000, maybe 30 are going to get recognized because they're rather catchy or they're commercial.
Yeah.
The other stuff that's real and genuine and crafty and is unique, that artist you hate, that's shitty and is putting out garbage music, he got a team behind him because he went and hustled those people to put that money behind him and put $20,000 to put that one single out and get a co-sign from another artist and stuff. They paid that money for that. And what did you put into yours?
Ooh.
What did you put into that song?
Man.
If you ain't got, and that's just on promotion, so it's not to deal with how much it costs him to make the song. That's just promoting it, getting it out there in front and shoving it in front of people's faces and just ramming it down people's throats. That's what it takes. And if you ain't doing that, that shitty artist is going to get recognized before you do. Sorry to be honest.
Hey.
Sorry. That's just how it is.
It is what it is, man.
Gotta have the money.
You gotta have that bread.
Gotta have the bread, man.
Gotta have that bread, man. You gotta start, trying to see what you gotta do to get it up, and you gotta go all the way in on it. Like Rucco said, you can't just half-ass it. You gotta, you gotta put your all. You gotta put your all into it, man. If you really want it, you gotta put your all into it. You gotta you gotta think creatively how you can get that bread up, how you get the money up. To chase your dreams. You heard it,
Message.
Man. You heard it.
Message.
Yeah,
there you
for
go.
sure. Now, that Paid Today, bro, we made, in my opinion, and a lot of other people's opinions, because anybody that's in the studio that hear your music, they have to drop in like, bro, I just had, bro.
Yeah, that just happened. That just happened the other day, yeah.
That song you doing, bro, was cold, bro. Like, I just want to come in and just tell you, bro. Like, so I know for sure, we pushing out some hits, bro. Paid Today has been proven, right?
Yeah.
You dropped it almost a month ago, and like the numbers are going crazy, bro. Like, what other accomplishments have you seen from just Paid Today? Like,
I mean, it's just like driving people to, my other music too, but it's just like that song alone, just being able to see the craft of it coming. I mean, how fast I wrote that, how fast we dropped it, how fast we recorded it, and then the same day go and film a music video to it.
Yeah, same
day. Like, it was supposed to be a music video for a different song, but I ended up, my filmography team and Jack ended up coming up there, and he's just like, all right, we ready? And I was like, I actually want to change it to this song. But he wasn't mad. As soon as he heard it, he was like, whoa. Why?
Shout out Jack, too, bro.
Shout out to Jack Films, too, by the way. Amazing filmographer. Amazing. I mean, he's an artist, too, as well. So take his advice, because you get that quality product. I mean, everyone that's seen Paid Today, seen the music video, and even seen the trailer for it, they're just kind of like, the loadout process for this was on point, dog. Like, I can't argue with this. And I'm like, but looking at the music video, and then they're like comparing it to like these other productions that are like skyrocket, you know? And they're just kind of like, he really that good though. Bro, he nice with it.
Jack is nice.
He's nice.
First time I met Jack, man, he was an artist back in 2017, 2018.
Yeah.
And he had bars like going
still
crazy.
He still do. I'm like, bro, why aren't you in that booth?
Bars, bro. And I just remember thinking like, dang, bro, it's cold, And I realized, I think during COVID, he kind of took a step back and picked up a camera. And I was kind of watching him online. I'm like, hold on, Jack getting kind of nice with his camera, like, and I see him investing in more lens and more. I'm like, okay, yeah.
Like,
Jack,
seeing the process of him like getting the shot right was just like it was. But then like that's what he even told me. He's like, to get an artist like you that we can actually communicate and we can get on the same line and create something like that. He's like, bro, the whole video was on point, like a film almost. It's like, this is crazy. And then all the new music videos coming out. Y'all stay tuned. That shit, it's coming. It's coming.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, I'm excited, bro. Bro. Yeah, man. So, okay, so we got Paid Today. That's out going crazy. What's next in your journey, bro? Like, as far as the music wise.
So, I mean, ever since Paid Today came out, it's just been like, what's next? What's next? Like, are you gonna stick with this? And it's like, yeah. I mean, there's like you should see the vault. It's just growing, and seeing the other artists that saw that, and we're just kind of like. And even the local artists here in Dallas are like, yo, we fuck with you heavy, bro. We want to work with you, dog. Because, I mean, but it's also at the same time, it's like, hey, you're willing to put your bread up, too. I can take you seriously.
Yeah. It's
like, you're putting your bread up, I'm going to put bread up, too. Because we're in business now. Yeah. Like, it's like, all right, let's do this. And it's just like to see that process come together, because I'm in love with that. Yeah. I'm in love with the process of it, of building those connections and building a team. And seeing it done the right way instead of doing all this janky stuff on the side and like, cutting out all the toxic shit out of it. It's just like keeping it straight up true, because this is our bills on the line.
Yeah.
This is our pay and this is our bills and stuff. And this is how we can grow to these big pedestals and what we want to really do. It's like, if we're not doing that, then you got to get out the team, man. You just got to get out. Like, if you're with it, I don't care who you are. If you with it, get with it.
Yeah.
But you got to put your bread up, too, because all of us are investing into this. It's an investment process. To see the feedback from it, to see that come back. Yeah. And it's like, hey, we need more than one song, dog.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
Like, what do you mean? And it's like, and then getting that call from like a major executive, like talent scout from like a major record label. And they're just like, hey, dog, what else you got? And then you send them like a little EP and stuff. And they're just kind of like, okay, why haven't you released any of this? It's like, I released some music. Yeah, hearing it from someone like that, like, yeah, that shit garbage, dog. Like, I seen the stuff that's on your YouTube and your releases, dog, but the stuff that you're holding back on,
Like, you need to release it, dude. Like, this shit's different, real different, and it's clean, it's smooth all the way through. It's unique. It's different, dog. Like, you need to put that out there instead of doing this commercial stuff, like paying homage. Because, I mean, he asked me a good question. He's like, what do you want from hip-hop? It's like, I don't want nothing from hip-hop. In fact, quite the opposite. I want to give back to hip-hop. Hip-hop's already given me something.
Yeah.
They've given me this talent and this gift.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like it's my calling to go share it instead of holding back, because there's a lot of artists out there that aren't getting recognized.
Man.
They're not getting recognized because they rather like, oh, I won't be able to do it. No, it's not going to be my time. I'm not willing to wait 10 years for that one song to finally hit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm with it, though. Because this is, to me, at the end of the day, it's just I love music in general. If something happens from it, cool. Like, that's all I look at it. It's cool. That's cool. Like, but I want to give back. I want to give back to those people. Like, you shouldn't be paying me for merch and stuff to go see me live versus paying your bills and stuff like that. But if I can, like, that's one of my goals, really. Yeah. It's like, when I make it like that and I do, have, some bread in it, I want to do competitions. Like, I want to, I want to build a facility where underground artists can come and perform. Don't charge the artist. Yeah. Just let them come perform and let them charge their own ticket sales at the door and stuff like that, and build an actual business on that. That's actually in the workings right now, too, by the way. Oh, yeah. Surprise.
Hey, surprise.
That's actually in the workings right now.
One, okay.
We just locked in on the facility today, actually.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations, bro.
Appreciate you.
Heck so, yeah, okay.
And that's why we wanted to open up opportunity and business for you, too. So it's just like, and this is a major label coming out of Atlanta. Oh, yeah. They're coming out here, and they're into that. So I handle a little bit of the business to it, so.
You want to get shout out to the label? Or you
shout out to Rum Records. Shout out to Interscope. Shout out to Capitol and Columbia. And everything that the whole teams are doing right now, and giving Dallas an opportunity to get on the page with all the other labels, underground labels that are here in Dallas. So Dallas's turn is up. So it's about to go down. So I hope all these artists out here are ready, because it's about to happen for real. So do your research. You might find out a little bit about it.
Hey, I hope y'all doing your research.
For real. Do your
research. I hope you locked into the podcast too, the interview, because
it's happening.
It's happening. You know what I'm saying? And hey, and I've been doing this quite long enough to know that, as far as what I do, I have to make sure that I'm good with my craft, and I'm networking and making connections. Like, making connections is like very, very important. I know that he said that earlier in the interview, but I just want to reiterate, like, you have to make connections. That is very important. Whenever it's a chance to network with people that's local, like, you need to network.
And he's seen them. So understand, he's seen those connections come to the door and talk about this business. Like, he's seen it happening firsthand. He knows it's happening.
Like, so you have to network, and you have to make those connections. I know that as artists, if you don't want to be like, a big artist, you just want to make music in the room, well, okay, that's cool. You don't have to, you ain't got to, do too much. But if you want to, go to the next level.
You want to go there?
Yeah, if you want to go there, you have to make connections. Like, you can't just stay in the room and expect to drop it on whatever and then just expect for it to blow up like that. It's
a different age, man. It's a different time we live in with that, man.
It's a different time now. Like,
different.
That is so rare. Like, it rarely happens. Like, you better off, like, getting struck by lightning, riding a unicorn or something crazy like that.
Let's put it this way. You have a better opportunity of winning the lottery in Texas.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. You got to bet it, because that never happens. Yeah. So, like, just understand everything you putting in and all the hard work you put in, that you get what you put into it.
You get what you put into it.
Get what you put into it. And if you're just doing it because you love doing it, then you're not working a day in your life. Then it's just fun after that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you just watch it kind of happen. That's what I'm hoping for.
So. Yeah, bro.
I'm putting that in, so you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Love it, though.
Yeah, bro. You want to tell the people where to follow you?
Absolutely. So if y'all wanted to get more information about me, I'm on Instagram and on TikTok. Definitely go on all my platforms. If you want to go onto my website, it's www.kidrucco.com, all lowercase. And you can go onto my page and you can see all the updates that are coming on from just, merch, all my platforms from SoundCloud, Apple Music, Spotify, and YouTube. All my channels are there. None of those, the only two platforms I'm really paying attention to is Spotify and YouTube. So, if y'all want to go buy my music on Apple, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And after a little bit of time, I think this next month we're dropping our merch. So all my customized merch and stuff like that is getting dropped this next month. I'm really excited for it. It looks dope. So shout out to Rhyme Studios for giving me that.
And shout out to Vibe Lab for real, for everything that you doing for me and all this hard work we've been putting in. So definitely got some things going on. So if y'all want to follow me, definitely hit me up on Instagram at tt_Rucco93. And same thing for TikTok. You can find me as Kid Rucco. Just search it and you'll find me.
Yes, sir.
All love.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm glad you came in today, bro. Yeah. Hopefully the people, bro, I know the people gonna trip. They gonna trip out when they see this, bro, knowing that you did sport fighting and like all of that.
He's seen it. I showed him. He's seen it.
And then wait till they hear the music. Like if you haven't heard the music, like the sword fighting and the paratrooping and the sewing and all that is cool. But wait till you hear the music. When you hear the music, like that's a bonus on top of it. Like you listen to it. Like now when I listen to it, I'm be like, damn, bro, really fight swords. Like he really liked that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then he makes the dope music too.
It was a great journey. It was a great journey in my life. It was just to, learn something else and always expand for knowledge, because once you stop learning knowledge, you're dying at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, exactly.
Gotta live.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate you coming in, bro.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you being here for real,
sure.
bro. Like, this has been love for real. It's awesome.
Heck yeah, for sure. All right, man. It's Al B, Kid Rucco. We signing off, man. Peace.
Appreciate y'all. Much love.